We got 6 likes already in the first 13 seconds. Let's go. Y'all know we wait for the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. YouTube got a policy. We can't do no cursing in the first 5 to 10 minutes, man. So y'all be patient. And then the show will kick on and we'll go like that, man. If they come in and they trolling, don't block them. I want the comments for the engagement. The live I did yesterday, we had 3,000 comments, 12,000 views, 3,000 comments. Tony Bands, what's the word? Let's keep the engagement going. When we keep the engagements going, YouTube put the video in the algorithm, and this is how we keep getting discovered by more and more people. And this is why the lives is busting. They say if something working, don't change it. Cause soon as you change it, then you'll see that other shit fucked up. Damn. I just said 2 cuss words. And I said I wasn't gonna say none. It's hard. It's hard. So y'all, we got a couple of minutes to go before we get into the show. We gotta let this go by. Let it go by. Oh, Drea, what's the word? What's the word? At work tuning in, ain't nothing wrong with it. Sometimes a lot of people be like, man, when you be going live, I be at work. That little 2 hours, an hour you be on there, man, that shit let the time go by. I understand, because I be at work listening to YouTube, to music, all type of stuff. And by the time I looked up, it'd be time for me to go home. Hell, yeah. Melanated King, what's the word? What's the word? Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to the UK. For the people in the UK that even be tuning in. I love all y'all. Without y'all support, I'm nothing. On YouTube. Cause to my kids, I'm goddamn everything. My kids love the hell out of me. I don't like. I don't know what it is. X, what's the word? What's the word? We finna get started, y'all, in a couple of minutes, man. Let the what's the name go, you know, cause YouTube be checking the video for cussing and all this. And then that's why they don't want to monetize your what's the name. Hopefully this week I can get the memberships and the super chats back on, and we can go from there. I think that'd be nice. Sexy Lexi, what's the word? What's the word? Do y'all feel like Boosie was bogus for going to get up with Yo Gotti? Do y'all feel like he was bogus? I don't know, but we got a lot to go into. They said PRE been sliding for 3 years killing people, man. It don't got nothing to do with him. You right. It don't have nothing to do with him. To be honest, you don't know nothing about the situation. They saying that the Fed's supposed to be word on the street, allegedly. The Feds is supposed to be snatching up Yo Gotti. And the reason that the Feds is snatching up Yo Gotti is because when Buddy was on the stand and they asked him who paid for your lawyer, he said Yo Gotti now. CMG. So CMG doing, I almost tripped. So by CMG doing that, what they did was that calls for a RICO. They not gonna look at CMG as a record label no more, y'all. They not gonna look at it as a record label. Now, would it be doing like that? CMG, y'all know it used to be called Cocaine Music Group. If I'm thinking like that, I know the Feds thinking like that. You see what I'm saying? I know the Feds thinking like that if I'm thinking like that. So, Cocaine Music Group paid for a lawyer or somebody that got killed. They changed their name to the group on the record label. So do and Big Jook allegedly paid the hit. So guess what, y'all? That caused racketeering, murder, violence, guns, drugs, 3 letters, CMG. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised if y'all see Yo Gotti over there with Russell Simmons. Hide. Why you think Yo Gotti got up with Angela Simmons? How long they been dating? See, this is where y'all got to think. Now, what I'm finna say is my opinion. These ain't facts. How long have Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti been dating? Since Dolph been dead? Has it been since Dolph been dead? Is that when they got together? Oh, they been together 10 years?
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the pets. Well, Trump.
10 years? Damn. Okay. Well, obviously, Yo Gotti stepdaddy, he in hiding. He in another city in hiding. Another country, another different realm, different part of the motherfucking world. Where he at, I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there. All I know is he ran from the same type of case that Diddy was accused of. Russell Simmons ran from the same type of case that Puff Daddy was accused of. He did. And he over there overseas doing all this, you know what I'm saying, crazy stuff. He was always a little weird. Y'all remember him from Def Comedy Jam? Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Hey, don't block no comments, y'all. Don't block nobody. Don't block nobody or nothing. Let the comments stay up there, man. Engagement, man. We gonna do the engagement, man. Let them say whatever they want to troll. Let them troll. We gonna let them do whatever it is they want to do. We need the engagement until the numbers go up. Once if you keep the negative comments, the positive comments, you keep all the engagement, they spread the video in the algorithm. So I'm learning as I go. I don't know everything. Even though that was a disrespectful comment. You know what I'm saying? You said that I was gay. And you said that I look like Cuba Gooding Jr. or some shit. Whatever the fuck you just said. whatever you just said, at the end of the day, I slap the shit out you. And I'm gonna let you get that comment off. I'm gonna let you, have that little comment, because at the end of the day, you really on the internet and you just typing whatever you want to type in the computer, your phone, whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? If you was to play with me in my face, most definitely I'll be going to jail for aggravated battery. Cause I'll bust your shit on everything I love. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop playing with people, man. You know what I'm saying? At least it don't bother me. I'm a cool person, individual. It don't bother me. I talk shit too. But you gotta know when you crossing the limit. You gotta know when you crossing the limit. For sure. We got let's get into it, man. Why I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping. I want to do a reaction video to something right quick.
Dolph was inside Makita's around 12:30 in the afternoon Wednesday when he was gunned down.
As the anniversary of young Dolph's approaches, the wheels of justice are beginning to turn. Johnson is also requesting a move from 201 Poplar to the penal form in East Memphis due to safety concerns.
Vitellis Taylor, also known as CEOTZ, was found shot to death in Orange Mound Wednesday at Spotswood and Bunton. Those close to the case tell us Taylor is part of a group, the same group linked to the suspects charged in connection with Dolph's.
As District Attorney Steve Mulroy says Govan asked for young Dolph to be.
Mr. Govan has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in the young Dolph.
All right, now y'all know he part of the case too. He out on jail. He out right now. He one of them niggas that's out. He dropped state, he turned state, he a snitch. And they killed his daughter. This guy that they talking about right now, they killed his daughter. I think they killed her in Houston. They followed her from Memphis and they killed her in Houston.
He played the role of the person who solicited the murder.
I don't play no bitch beside two real niggas. Two real niggas with a in the middle, man.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Big Jook is the brother of...
Now, y'all see how he just disrespected Dolph, man. Y'all see that. Let's go back and look at it, man. We doing reactions and shit to these videos.
Two real niggas with a in the middle, man.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed...
That was
for
too
being involved
disrespectful.
in the young Dolph. He played the role of the person who solicited the murder.
I don't play no bitch beside two real niggas. Two real niggas with a in the middle, man.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Big Jook is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti.
They've literally been in Memphis for 3 straight years since Young Dolph died.
Hey, yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. Well, it seems like them boys ain't playing about Dolph, because ever since he got murked by his ops,
who NL leader Dolph, though?
His alleged assailants have not only the law to worry about, but Dolph's people viciously spinning the block looking for him. Now, one of the headest of honchos has been targeted and caught lacking, and where it is, he's another casualty of get back for Dolph, because he was the one who put the bread on Dolph's head, allegedly. And guess who he happens to be? Dolph's biggest ops brother, Big Jook. Just how many bodies dropped who was involved in Dolph's hit? We're gonna find out. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Every street rapper claims that if them or their mans get caught lacking, it's gonna be bodies dropping on the ops side in retaliation. But all them boys gone, and now one of their mans slide on their ops. I guess dudes thought that was the same for all rappers, but nope. When the ops took Memphis legend Young Dolph life, man, they learned the hard way that some of these dudes are really loved and respected, and their mans will slide on every block until all involved face justice.
Police say young Dolph was inside Makita's around 12:30 in the afternoon Wednesday when he was gunned down.
Street justice, that is. Dolph's people was on go time, and the cops knew it. They began advising everybody to stay at home and not come outside if you don't have to. That's how much they knew the bloodshed was about to pour for Dolph.
Tonight, we strongly encourage everyone to stay home if you do not have to be out.
Now, when the police get to saying shit like that, that's some shit you say during a natural disaster or some shit. Or thunder, tropical hurricane, earthquakes. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit you say during a natural disaster. You don't say that shit because somebody got killed and you the police. If you got the police saying that shit, that just go to show you how fucked up the whole situation is. And then with the city that it being a majority black city, y'all, you know what I'm saying? That meaning they got black police officers. Black police officers coming to do their job. They just coming to do their job and get a check. They not trying to get killed for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So this shit serious with them. They mind their business. They not coming until the situation over. 100 shots, we'll be there in an hour.
Memphis police chief is asking everyone to stay home tonight after rapper Young Dolph is gunned down at a South Memphis cookie shop.
There will be extra police presence in many parts of the city.
Police even beefed up presence in front of Yo Gotti's business, expecting bullets to rain down.
Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland says there is a team of people right now trying to keep the
They
peace
still shot his restaurant up.
Yeah, they're trying. Their efforts seem to have worked last night.
But extra police presence wasn't stopping anything from going down. As much as they tried, it just didn't work. Dolph was taken out on November 17, 2021. By December 2021, a study showed that Memphis became one of the most unsafe cities in the country with a rise in homicides.
A new study finds Memphis is the most dangerous city in the country. This report comes as the Bluff City is on pace to surpass a record number of homicides.
The first target was an example for what's to come for anybody involved in Dolph's hit or involved with the people in Dolph's hit. Comedian Darion D. Money Childs joked about Dolph's passing on an online post. A week later, they already spun the block on him. That poll
killed his ass for making a post. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. You can't be playing. Everybody don't got that personality where they let shit slide and they bubbly like myself. I just laughed with you, joked with you. This motherfucker made a post joking, and niggas didn't find that shit funny, and they killed his ass. They killed him before his career even took off.
On Waste couldn't stop the streak of revenge that started. January 2022, a rapper who was signed to Moneybagg Yo and who was the cousin of Big 30 by the name of Big Newski was wet up. According to Memphis Police Department, the shooting happened at the New Horizon River Apartments located at 3723 Kazasa Road around 7 p.m. When the bullets stopped, the 26-year-old man was murked from the shooting.
The New Horizon River Apartments in the 3000 block of Kazasa. Now, what we're being told is that police were dispatched here about an hour ago after getting a call about gunshots being fired in the area. Now, what we do know right now is that police are reporting that one male victim was shot here on this scene.
Big Newski was said to be connected to Justin Johnson, a.k.a. Straight Drop, who was currently one of the dudes charged for Dolph's homicide. Two photos online brought their connection of the suspicion.
Rebel, what's the word? What's the word?
Standing in front of the same whip. Straight Drop on hearing Big Newski's passing posted a pic of him online saying, "Lost my brother, fighting to keep my head up." They were feeling the pain now, but Dolph people wasn't done yet. According to sources, Straight Drop and the dudes charged with Dolph hit don't only have ties to CMG and Yo Gotti allegedly, but they also affiliates of the Memphis gang Trula Mafia. And the OG of the gang is said to be a dude named Joshua Taylor, aka CEOTZ. What's crazy is that TZ was also on the cops' radar for the Dolph hit. Well, he wouldn't be a living target in time to come. On June 14, 2023, reports state that officers responded to a man down call at Spotswood Avenue near Bunton Street at 12:56 p.m. They found Taylor suffering.
Shout out to 290.
He was deceased at the scene. Reports continue, though, saying that people who live nearby believe he was actually
Beats
shot
by
the night before and was
Jones.
just discovered lifeless in a
This
car
shit
near a
crazy.
church around 1 p.m.
Battellis Taylor, also known as CEOTZ, was found shot to death in Orange Mound Wednesday at Spotswood and Bunton. Those who live nearby tell us Taylor was actually shot the night before, discovered lifeless in a car hours later.
News reports would claim Teezy to be a high-profile gang member, and once more publicly linked Teezy to the group that murked Dolph. YouTube journalist King AK also spoke on the alleged hit that went out on Dolph and said Straight Drop would have to have got the go-ahead from Teezy, and by taking him out, Dolph's people was taking out the head honcho.
Teezy ain't just no gang member.
Look, they got AK
Teezy
on
was
this
the head
motherfucker.
nigga of Trula Mafia. Do y'all understand what that means? That means if anybody that's in Trula got anything to do with Young Dolph death, Justin Johnson. Teezy at the end of the day gives the okay.
The spinning didn't stop there, and with this next alleged body in the long line of revenge for Dolph, it shocked many, because if true, it showed that not only males were in on the hit list to be spun on. Memphis rapper Destiny Golden, aka Lotta Cash Desto, was in the 5500 block of Richmond Avenue at around 2:40 a.m. with a female friend on September 24th, 2022. That's when police say that they stopped behind a dark four-door vehicle at a traffic light. Two male bangers popped out the dark whip and walked down on Desto and the female passenger, murking Desto and injuring the girl she was with. Now, this is what made many connect her homicide to get back for Dolph. In a strange turn of events, another person arrested for orchestrating Young Dolph's hit was Desto's father, Hernandez Golden.
Now look, right? This is how this shit was in the motherfucking in the streets. They knew who was responsible for this shit already. That's what led AK to say what the fuck he had to say. Nigga, they was telling AK shit. Hell yeah, nigga. This shit got serious. They killed this nigga daughter. He the motherfucker that happened to be out right now. He a snitch too, y'all. If y'all don't know, that's the new thing. Everybody running around this bitch snitching.
Indicted in the rap star slaying, along with Johnson and Cornelia Smith, once lived just a few houses down. Neighbors fearing for their lives told us off camera he grew up on the street. A possible connection linking the suspects, as District Attorney Steve Mulroy says Govan asked for Young Dolph to be murdered.
Mr. Govan has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in the Young Dolph. He played the role of the person who solicited.
What he himself then posted online hinted even more that she was taken out because of his actions.
You say, is snitching just telling on people who do bad stuff? No, snitching is doing the crime, getting caught for the crime, then telling on somebody else to get them in trouble, and they hadn't got caught for the crime. That's snitching.
That got Dolph murked. It's crazy how the pieces are connecting with everybody dropped. Dolph's people wasn't letting up, and the next target will prove just that. According to the police department,
the shit been going on.
Police said that gunfire rang out around.
Hold on, the shit been going on, y'all. Like everybody that's older, my generation, 39, our OGs taught us about snitching and the game then. So we 39. The motherfuckers that's younger than us, we don't really have no connection to them. Hey, we gonna lead this, let the comments stay up there, y'all, for the engagement. So this video can keep spreading. Let the comments stay up there, man. Let them say whatever they want. We gonna allow the comments to stay up there. We ain't gonna block nobody right now. We ain't had to do it today, man. So we'll get it to straight. Let them talk his shit. Yeah, let them troll, y'all. But yeah, though, this shit getting serious, man. Ain't no connection like me. I got motherfuckers under me, my age, I can trickle down to and teach them game, like trigger them. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got, after triggering them, Trigger got his people. It's not no connection like that though. For motherfuckers to respect the no snitching rule. And then they just letting anybody in gangs nowadays. They just letting anybody in gangs. So this shit kind of crazy. Free everybody, nigga.
30 a.m. at a BP gas station on the 500 block of South Parkway East. Officers responded and located a male to Manuel Benson, who was Black Youngster's brother, with a fatal gunshot wound. The dude wasn't even masked up or nothing because police had a clear image to release to the public with a $5K reward for info about his whereabouts. He just made sure to get his task done. No concern about no face, no case, or nothing. Another one bite the dust, and of course all fingers pointed to PRE. Dolph boys having something to do with it, since it was Black Youngster who was initially arrested for one of the attempts on Dolph's life in 2017 when over 100 shots was sprayed at Dolph's black SUV. Black Youngster and Dolph been into it after Youngster inherited the beef from Yo Gotti, and Black Youngster was out here strapped up looking for smoke with the Goonies.
Now look, Black Youngster didn't have nothing to do. He had nothing to do with nothing. By him signing the deal with Yo Gotti, that put him in a beef. So he felt like he had to ride with Yo Gotti with this shit when he had nothing to do with this shit at all.
Now he was left with pain and anger with the loss of his brother to the cycle of spinning being allegedly carried out by Dolph Mans and them. In all of this, the main op, Yo Gotti, who was the face of the CMG beef with Dolph, was seemingly untouched from the spinning. But from the bodies dropping, it's no surprise that Dolph's peoples will find a way to make him hurt. And they nearly double-timed his family and called moms, too. Luckily, she ran for her life. However, his brother, known as Big Jook, wasn't so lucky. Ironically, Big Jook was at the funeral of a loved one when he himself was packed up the same day. Remember PRE artist Grove Hero? Had got online when Dolph was murked and said that it was Big Jook who put the 40K bag on Dolph's head and it was smoke whenever he saw him.
If a nigga told you, hey man, look, bro, man, Jook put a $40,000 hit on you, bro. Like, nigga, man, come on, bro. I'm standing on there. Bro, I'm not no shake ass nigga, bro. Ain't no nigga finna tell me a nigga put $40,000 on my head and I'm finna do this, bro. Anybody that associate with you, and this ain't got nothing to do with them other folks, bro. It's certain folks that got something to do with this. It's Jook, and Gotti really ain't got nothing to do with this shit. But Jook, his brother. It's Jook. It's Migo, it's Youngster. These the folks that got something to do with this shit, dog.
So, you know, they probably was fully invested in catching Jook lacking. On January 13th, Anthony Mims, a.k.a. Big Jook, and Yo Gotti attended a farewell service for their relative, OG Eric Bolden. In a video clip shared by YouTube journalist Seti Nash, both can be seen going up to the casket. According to him, who claims to have factual information, there were two dudes in the back of the church scoping out Big Jook, and they waited for the perfect moment to catch Jook lacking. That moment will come at the repast after the farewell service outside of Perion's restaurant and event center on the 6300 block of Winchester Road. Gotti luckily didn't go to the repast because he might have suffered the same fate. Big Jook would enter his vehicle, and allegedly Yo Gotti moms was also in the whip. But that wasn't stopping anything, and the shooter started busting, wetting up Big Jook and another homie that was in the car. Allegedly, his mom, by a stroke of luck or God shielding her, was able to dip out the whip and run for her life, escaping the fatal shooting. Big Jook will be rushed to the hospital where, unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Big Jook is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti.
Onlookers and surveillance footage captured a white SUV with no license plate speeding away from the scene, and police are on the hunt for the vehicle.
Tonight, police are looking for a white Ford Explorer SUV in connection with the shooting. It has dark tinted windows and black wheels. A witness told police they saw suspects in the SUV speeding away.
Everything came full circle leading up to Big Jook. Looking back after Dolph's hit, Jook was one of them always poking fun at Dolph. In one clip, he was mocking Dolph passing and his artists about coming to CMG for bread. And in another video, he disrespected Dolph while filming a mural with Dolph.
Two real niggas with a in the middle, man.
More info was surfaced, and it will become even more convincing these bodies wasn't just random, but all connected to Dolph's hit. Video footage hit the net showing Big Jook with a stack chilling with CEOTZ, then also at his personal birthday party. So the two was tight.
Hey, I'm a gambler, I know that.
that's not all. Big Jook is also seen in photos with none other than the man authorities claim to have orchestrated the Dolph hit, Hernandez Golden. No one is too high to get touched, because for some people, like those who loved and respected Dolph, they'd by any means necessary slide on anybody involved in murking their mans. And these bodies are allegedly just the tip of the iceberg. Apparently the streets are saying countless bodies already dropped over Dolph behind the scenes.
The young Dolph has traumatized so many people in that whole ecosystem and structure in Memphis. There's been that seemingly a revenge immediately afterwards. Remember, they said like 4 niggas got in the next 24, 48 hours. But even like, how long Dolph been dead? I think Dolph got, was it 2020? Or maybe 2021? Damn it. Young Dolph might have been the most loved nigga I've ever seen in the history of hip-hop. I don't think there was more sliding about Pac, more sliding about Nipsey Hussle. Nigga, this type of sliding here, nigga, is a different... Nigga, these niggas got a slip and slide going on in Memphis. I don't know what the... I didn't know that Dolph was loved like this. They've literally been Memphis for 3 straight years since Young Dolph died. I've never seen some shit like this.
I wonder if those involved still think it was worth taking his life. All celebrations of somebody's hits in the streets always turn to mourning at some point. R.I.P. to Young Dolph and all the people who lost their lives in this mess, man. Until next time, stay smart, stay alert.
Man, listen, man. Do y'all think it's worth it? Do y'all think it's worth it? Hell no, this shit ain't worth it. Motherfucker, study down. Tell your mama to go smoke a rock on stream. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all say some crazy ass shit.
Kamala Harris is lying, saying she'll keep us safe. But Kamala's been soft on crime since day one. As San Francisco District Attorney, Kamala...
Y'all some of the weirdest people on this motherfucker. Oh, you some racist. Why is that the only comeback you people ever say? Tell your mama to come back. Tell your mama hype ass to come back. Your mama used to smoke rocks in front of you. Your mama used to smoke rocks in front of you. You want to see a motherfucker smoke a rock. That's crazy. The fuck is you talking about, smoke a rock? Oh, y'all is some of the craziest motherfuckers on this internet, man. That's crazy.
I seen it come up. I swear, like, I seen it come up. How you doing? Good night. Every time, man. Every time I need that Boosie, man. Yeah. You know, I need you. They asking for you. They asking for you. All right. Go get their tickets right now. On Eventbrite. No honor, loyalty, or love. Number 12. At Atlantic Station, Regal Theater. That's the movie premiere. Atlantic Station. You know it gotta be lit at Atlantic Station. Movie coming out November 14th. My B-Day, we want all the real people, all the motherfuckers support. BoosieMovie.com. Badass is going down tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all seen, I don't think Boosie linking up with Yo Gotti, they ran into each other and they had a conversation that happened to be filmed. But you got Rollo. Rollo been running his mouth, saying a lot of shit, man. Rollo supposed to been a real thorough nigga. He supposed to been thorough, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is the ghetto news. If you found your way on this channel, it wasn't by coincidence. You entertained by this same shit that I'm entertained. So hit the like button. 68 people in the building. Do you have a Glock? Go ask your mama, do she got a Glock? Y'all ass is weird, man. Let's go, man. Fucking weirdos. Talking about homeboy so poor, he probably rock a high point.
Roll.
How you been? Good night. I appreciate you too. Every time, man. You good? Every time I need that Boosie, man. I need you. They asking for you. They asking
Beats
for
by
you.
Jones. That's Trench's news.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Rollo say, this is what Rollo say. Boosie should have at least let Dolph family grieve from the trial before he did this lame ass shit. I don't care what nobody say. He just...
I ain't even gonna lie, I failed the test. I told my family, I told my staff, I told my team members of my Muslim community that I wasn't gonna say shit else about Boosie. I just seen the shit with him and the old boy, and that shit just like struck a nerve. But that's my word. From now on, I ain't gonna say shit about zero. I'm gonna stay off all the bullshit. I'm gonna stop trolling. I think I got my get back. You know, I just was mad that he
This the third, fourth time I seen you in the live stream.
I got out.
Well, you gonna see me a lot of times in this motherfucker. 89 people in the building. 26 likes. Do that shit sound right, man?
But in my word, I'm finna delete this shit off my story, and I'm gonna just leave this shit alone. That's my word. Now, to say something negative to me or some shit like that, I might, say something back or respond. But I'm hoping that I'm gonna just promote number positivity, because it's a whole
Man, he just need to shut the fuck up. Cause everything he do, he contradicting himself.
Anything I have done in the past, in interviews or, within his old sad rap shit, that shit come to surface that I have done in the past, please know that shit the past. But from now on, I ain't saying shit about old boy or goddamn the Boosie or any of that. I'm just gonna stay on a positive path. At least I'm gonna try my hardest to stay on a positive path, because sometimes these motherfuckers on the internet, they be making me mad. And I don't really got no friends and shit, so I don't got friends to lose. So it be like...
Yeah, for sure. What you got, Trump?
Yeah, man. Like I say, I think Rollo jumped the gun, y'all. I think Rollo jumped the gun. He seen them together and he thought they just ran into each other, Rollo. That's all they did, was ran into each other. It's nothing you could do. It's nothing I could do. It's nothing, it just happened. And shit like that happens, man. Why they beefing? Rollo and Boosie had a beef because Boosie told everybody that Rollo was a snitch. So they was beefing from that. And they came home Rollo started exposing shit. I gave you all this money and all this. I helped you when you moved out here, when you was fucked up. And they just been beefing since then. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It ain't nothing we could do about that shit. You feel me? They gotta live with this shit. And by them being celebrities and me being a blogger, I'm gonna talk about this shit. This motherfucker talking about a refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull the meat out. Y'all some crazy motherfuckers, man. I got some more shit to look back at, man. They talking about Diddy put a hit on
Police say
hold on. I ain't here taking nobody's side with this shit. I fuck with Young Dolph. For sure. Your voice sounds familiar. I think you sold me some fentanyl one time. Nah, that wasn't me, motherfucker. It wasn't me. Mess up my stomach.
Y'all, not Cat Williams exposing Diddy for
stomach.
trying to kidnap him and SA him. Just when we thought maybe we've heard
Yeah,
the last
put
of
him
the
in
Surviving
a
Diddy series, more
the
and
air
more
fryer,
keeps coming out. In a
and
bombshell
not the
of an
microwave.
interview, Cat Williams literally gave us a big shocker and blew things all into the open once again. Now, get this. According to Cat, dear old Diddy has been trying to seduce him for years. That's not all. Diddy also allegedly offered Cat a whopping $50 million for a one-night stand, putting in perspective just how down bad Diddy has been for Cat. But as it turns out, Diddy is not a fan of Cat spilling this story about him, and he tried to get his lick back by allegedly putting out a hit on Cat. Word on the streets is that Diddy allegedly got Cat kidnapped and almost SA'd him, and girl, it looks like Diddy is finally going after his ops once again. However, he only ended up making Cat even more furious at him, because Cat is now spilling some more tea on Diddy, including alleged freak-offs with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Did Diddy really help Jay-Z drug Beyonce? You can definitely trust Cat to spill every last drop of this gist, and girl, he definitely didn't disappoint, because everything he said about the situation is extremely crazy, and he also has receipts to back up his story. Now, the big question is Diddy so drunk in love with Cat, or is he just down bad and needs to get Cat into his bed, or what? A few days into the new year, Shannon Sharpe and Cat Williams decided to unleash chaos on the internet when they dropped a bombshell interview and put the entire internet in a
You don't have no self-integrity. Bitch, fuck you and your self-integrity that you discussing.
And in this episode, he spilled some crazy tea that had us all gagged. He had a whole lot to say about your dearest Hollywood celebs, including Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, and a host of others. He talked widely on a lot of topics, but the most interesting part of the interview
I ain't talking to you. Well, I ain't talking to you either. If it don't apply to you, let it fly.
Like I said earlier, Kat mentioned that Diddy tried to seduce him and get him into his bed.
It's all good, brother. 117 people in the building, man. Hit the fucking like button. It's only 32 likes. Y'all be on some bullshit.
I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party.
And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
He said
I did.
he said he'd take it. I read that
I got
comment
receipts for
too.
everything I'm telling you. That's why I just say I'm so freely.
Can I need no? You here? Get your
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
According to sources, when Kat turned him down, Diddy allegedly threatened to essay him. Now, except you've been AWOL or living out of space, you should already know what's up with Diddy and his gay activities.
Ask the question.
Even
You
way before
study
Kat
saying
told his
that.
side of the story, there had been circulation of stories that Diddy had been trying to proposition some young men in the industry. And that's not all. For a long time now, the streets have been talking about how flirty Diddy is and how he never seems to keep it inside his pants because he has just been
You gotta
slinging it
tell
across
Diddy
town.
no.
But the plot twist, he's been flirty with men and women. He has not just been
Spread
keeping
the
a harem
gospel,
of
not
chicks,
Diddy.
but of the men's
Diddy.
allegedly.
Y'all
This
ass
news
is
isn't new
crazy.
because there have been talks from a long time
Hey,
ago
y'all
that Diddy
some of
might
the
be
most
taking a liking to men.
craziest
In fact, back in the
motherfuckers on the
90s,
internet,
Wendy
man.
Williams was one of the strong voices who tried to expose Diddy's
This shit
secret
fun
gay
to y'all to
activities
get
on
on
her
here and
talk show at
troll
Hot
all day.
97. Diddy was
It's
extremely
fun.
powerful, and when he realized that Wendy was onto him, he tried to get the members of his girl group, Total, to jump Wendy.
I remember I got off the air one day and them total bitches were downstairs waiting and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Skell hiding like a girl. Thanks, Skell. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through now. I'm not like what, let's fight, because I'm not one of those type of broads.
Chilly. One moment
Yeah,
you think you're getting signed to a
Kat was
label
telling the
and your
truth
dreams of being
too.
a superstar, the next moment you're being asked to jump someone on behalf of your boss. Life comes at you fast. Anywho, Diddy miscalculated on that end because almost getting jumped was not enough to make Wendy back off because she continued to hint strongly about him being on the DL. Diddy finally got so mad that he got her fired her job and basically tried to ruin her life.
Era of hip-hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
Wendy's now ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, also spoke about this in an interview, revealing just how close Diddy came to ruining Wendy's life.
So he turned that shit down 4 times.
Is it true that Diddy got her fired from the radio station? Did he have anything to do with that?
I think that he had, yes, I think he had, well, let's be clear, nobody got fired.
Okay.
He got suspended, yeah.
Cat, let the truth be told.
With Steve Smith and him at the time, and God knows whatever his relationship was with the overall station, because Bad Boy was a powerhouse. We all know how Bad Boy dominated a large part of the 90s. And as far as New York, you know, there was a powerhouse. So was he, you know, King Joffrey Joe? Yeah. Did he go in there and shake them up and say, yo, you know, I want this chick off? She dissing my group and all.
Wendy was one of the very few people who could sit up and call Diddy out on his BS. And that's why everyone misses her so badly, because y'all know that she would have had some spicy tea to spill about this Diddy situation.
Oh, for sure,
right
for
from
sure.
When the Cassie lawsuit dropped. But she was
Y'all
not the
can
only
subscribe
one,
to the
there's
page. Y'all can hit the like button, share the videos. Y'all can find me on Instagram.
He has been trying to
Fuck
tell
with
us
me,
for
man.
years that Diddy is not a good person and has been trying to turn young men gay at his parties. Like the time he
Vander
said, "See, this is why I
CZ.
don't go to no party puffy
For
and
sure.
then at the F is going on here. Get the F off my young man. What the F?" For some context, 50 Cent and Diddy have always had their issues back in the 90s when 50 begged Diddy to sign him to Bad Boy Records, but Diddy turned him down. Now, in all fairness to Diddy, this had nothing to do with 50 as a person, and according to former G-Unit member Tony Yayo, it was because Diddy was nervous about signing an artist associated with guns and a gangster image following the death of Biggie Smalls. And if there is one thing about 50 Cent in his early days, it was that he was big on his gangster image because that was kind of his brand at the start. Tony Yayo went on to reveal that 50 Cent really wanted to sign with Bad Boy Records,
Marlo
and
Scott,
he was
what's
able
the
to get a
word?
meeting with Diddy. But it was clear from the start that Diddy only took the meeting as a formality because he had no intentions to sign 50, and he wasn't even willing to keep an open mind. Tony Yayo said, "We had a meeting with Diddy. It was me and 50, and he took the meeting out of respect. He had deals all over the table. I wasn't saying he was going to take the deal, he might have not. But Diddy didn't want to take the deal because of all the drama. But 50 was the hottest man on the planet." So apart from 50 Cent hating Diddy's ways, he also has a personal vendetta against Diddy, and considering how petty 50 is, he is probably never going to let go of this beef. This is also why people didn't take him very seriously when he has been calling out Diddy for years. But the perspective of things began to change when Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy. She accused him of not only hurting her but manipulating her in their relationship that spanned more than a decade. That's not all. She also accused Diddy of forcing her to be intimate with male escorts, which he often used in his freak-off parties. The contents of the lawsuit were so freaking bad that it literally had a trigger warning on the very first page. But Diddy decided to settle out of court, thinking it would settle the entire case. But
Hey,
that,
Baron,
unfortunately for
I
him,
gives
just
no
opened
fuck.
him up to some more legal issues that have been closed for a long time. Different women came forward with stories of how Diddy essayed most of them, and a particular woman claimed that she was a minor when she was essayed. And this made most people wonder what really went down in all his freak-off parties, and if consent was included, because as Cassie put it, she didn't have a choice in most of these freak-offs. Don't get me wrong, being gay right now isn't the major issue, so bashing Diddy for being gay isn't my business because it's his bedroom, his business. However, the way he went about the entire thing is so weird because he hurt a lot of people in the process. A good example is the lawsuit Cassie filed in, which she mentioned that he forced her to be intimate with male escorts while he watched and pleasured himself. But according to Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, Diddy got pleasure from the freak-offs in more ways than one. And why is this so? According to Gene, the freak-offs were for Diddy's benefit. And if we can remember correctly in Cassie's lawsuits, she mentioned that Diddy had specifics he wanted whenever she was hiring male escorts for their freak-offs.
And she say that, in this lawsuit that, Diddy, he enjoyed
You promoting gay
watching her get
now.
smashed by Biggie
Time
G's.
take care of all.
So, what you think about that?
Casey was mid
She was the only
too.
one getting banged by him?
J. Cole.
Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for them to have sex with her?
Is it just me, or does it seem like Gene doesn't like Diddy very much?
Hit
It's
the
sort of
like
hard
button.
to blame him for not liking Diddy because
So they saying Puff Daddy used to hire male escorts just so they could fuck Casey or Cassie, whatever the bitch name is. One would fuck her until he came, and then the other one would fuck her right after dude fuck her. And they said this shit was going on for hours. So Diddy would make her hire male prostitutes that would fuck her. She get to pick her own male prostitutes, up to 4. And they would be in there wearing her ass out all night. One after one. Out. They said days. This days, not hours, days. So you got 4 motherfuckers fucking one girl for days at a time. Back to back to back. That motherfucker probably ain't on nothing right now. That little motherfucker probably ain't on nothing right now. On life. That's probably why she sued and shit. She can't keep a man now.
can you imagine what it meant to be working for Diddy and seeing all the nasty things he be doing? This kind of explains why he...
Sexy Lexi talk about sounds painful. Yeah, that probably was. You got 4 motherfuckers running up in her for days at a time. Back to back to back to back. God damn. I know after no homo. After my first nut, the second nut gonna take a little time. So I could just imagine a motherfucker fucking you for days at a time. And just imagine how the shit was. And they said Diddy goddamn be over there watching, sitting in the chair for days. That's crazy.
Jumps at every opportunity he can to spill as much tea as he can on Diddy. Okay, so back to Cat and the interview on Club Shay Shay. Cat has been known to hate every shady part of the industry because he has always made sure he exposed every shady business going
He was
down
giving
in the
them
industry
hella
that fans
drugs.
are oblivious of. If it comes to shady stuff and the Illuminati or some funny monkey business, you definitely can't pay Cat enough to keep...
Hey, so is that video recording of Meek Mills and Puff Daddy having a conversation, is that real, y'all?
a secret. Now, Cat has never really liked Diddy, and he has had a history of calling Diddy out for his inappropriate
No
relationship
homo.
with
You
younger
talking about,
men.
you know,
Cat
them
has
boys
even
was
used the
hard the
P
whole
word to
time.
describe Diddy, if you know what I
Y'all
mean.
crazy, man.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me
She
about
was getting, they was,
$2,700 in semi-passive income.
that shit wild. Them sex parties.
Some people may think
For
this has got to
days
do
at
with
a
Cassie,
time.
but nah, Cat has been exposing Diddy way back in 2011. He exposed Jermaine Dupri and Diddy for allegedly essaying the Criss Cross boys. Chris Kelly and Chris Smith were two young boys who got the attention of Jermaine Dupri in the 90s. These boys were so young that they were still in elementary school at that time. But Jermaine saw their talent that by the time they turned 12 and 13, they had made a name for themselves in the industry. A lot was going on behind the scenes.
They said
because
Jermaine
allegedly
Dupri was
Jermaine
fucking
sending
them, what?
both. It's so bad that he was alleged to have pimped them to his friends in the industry, including Diddy. These young boys went through these horrifying acts for years, causing Chris Kelly to develop a drug problem due to the years of abuse. The crazy part is that both boys had suspicions about Jermaine, but having been promised fame and fortune and being the young boys they were, they succumbed. In an interview, Chris Kelly had this to say, "We were just playing video games at this mall in Atlanta when all of a sudden comes to us and said he'll like for us to work with him as rap musicians. We had no idea who he was, and facts, I told my daddy that the guy was probably a child molester. Yeah, he basically looked at us all funny." And according to Gene Deal, the pimping out of young stars wasn't limited to Jermaine only. Diddy also had plans to pimp out the members of his girl band, Dainty Kane.
Because I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said, in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, "Yo, I'm a drug that South and picked them out and pimped them out to my nigga." He said, "I'm gonna drug them out. I'm gonna get them all on drugs, and I'm gonna pimp their out to my nigga." I was like, "Let somebody kill," and walked out.
Cat had known this for a while back in 2011, and he called out Diddy and Jermaine using the P word.
Huh. What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri, king of the files, if you ask me, baby. Shh. Jermaine Dupri, small as a child.
What boggles my mind is Diddy, knowing how Cat felt towards him, he still tried to proposition him to be his lover boy or something. I don't know, it doesn't just make sense or something doesn't add up. But according to Cat, Diddy did all he could to get him as his own. Cat kept saying no, till he offered him $50 million for a one-night stand. Come on! Diddy is definitely not beating these allegations. Although Cat didn't go into much detail, an insider said that Diddy didn't like being turned down, so he sent people after Cat to abduct and take him to an unknown location. The insider also said that Cat narrowly escaped this, and it's a major reason why he distanced himself from Diddy. According to sources, Cat believes that Diddy was trying to force him into a freak off against his will, and he was lucky to get out. Now, you'd think that this would make Cat sit back and keep his mouth shut, right? Well, if you think that, you clearly know nothing about Cat, because that man is impossible to scare. I mean, the Illuminati has been after this man for years, and he still constantly exposes them, so Diddy trying to force Cat into a freak off did absolutely nothing to scare him. Instead, it made him really mad, and he decided to really go in on Diddy and expose some wild tea that we didn't even know about. Like the fact that the bromance between Diddy and Jay-Z goes way deeper than just bromance, because there's a little bit of hanky-panky going on there. But before we get into Cat's revelations, let's talk about how 50 Cent has been
So they
trolling
saying
Diddy since Cassie's
Jay-Z and Puff Daddy was
it's like
fucking.
50 has been waiting for the perfect opportunity to
Those
troll
ain't the
Diddy.
words that was said, but that's what was said. We ghetto over here. We break this shit down to the simplest form for you. So basically, the bitch just said that Diddy and Jay-Z was fucking too. These ain't my words. These coming out her mouth. I'm just breaking it down to simplest form for y'all. And as I think about it, my Jay-Z whole career is going on in my head right now. Jay-Z went on the run. That nigga went on the run in the late 90s. I want to say about 96 to 2000 something. Was hot. Oh yeah, we gonna get to Kim Porter too, who mysteriously died right when she was finna drop a book. They said she had a book that was to die for. Nah, I ain't. Hey, hold on. Let me tell you. I ain't I ain't cold hearted like that, man. But I throw jokes in and shit. You know what I'm saying? That joke just had to be there. But rest in peace to that lady.
After Diddy's fourth essay lawsuit, 50 said, no, he will be fine. He has so much money. When his corporate partners pull out, he will just reach into his pockets
Kim
and make
Porter
it
was
happen.
fucking Jay-Z too. They always fucking each other.
He has F you money, guys. So F you. Did he do it?
I ain't never been the type of nigga that want to go around and fuck females that everybody was fucking. I wanted my shit to be different. Cause niggas is nasty, man. So I don't be wanting to go behind nothing. I'm cool on all that shit. That shit ain't for me.
But coming soon. In another recent IG post, 50 Cent dropped a video of Eddie Griffin cracking jokes about Diddy.
How many people do I think Beyonce slept with? They said LeBron James was at a Diddy party. And Beyonce was at a game and she was staring at LeBron James like he goddamn it. You feel what I'm saying? She probably fucked LeBron James at that party. Who else? Cam. Remember Cam said he had, y'all remember Cam had Beyonce first, nigga. If y'all don't know, Cameron had Beyonce first, nigga. He was fucking her first. I think Lil Wayne fucked her too. A couple of motherfuckers. They ain't just perfect. Motherfuckers is able, like me, I feel like if I could get in the presence of one of them, I'm possibly could do that shit. Because I know how to talk like a motherfucker.
In that video, Griffin was seen taking a swipe about the long-standing beef Diddy has with Suge Knight, who's currently doing time behind bars. On his Twitter page, 50 Cent had this to say, I thought Diddy was a billionaire music mogul. If he's smart, he'll file bankruptcy now. Anyone with real money knows why I'm saying this. I'm the best producer for the job, guys. Here comes the receipts. Well, things quickly
Cam had her
for
first.
Diddy when the information was dropped that Diddy was taking a step back from Revolt. The company reached out to NBC News in a statement trying to spin a new story that the company is trying to keep its focus on creating meaningful content for the culture and amplifying the voices of all Black people throughout the country and the African diaspora. Well, Kat is now stepping up and exposing Jay-Z for allegedly being Diddy's lover and partner in crime. For some context,
y'all think what you saying? You think Pimp C hit her too, or Pimp C was putting us on game?
We're more than just friends.
I think Pimp C was invited to a party and he seen that shit and he ain't like that shit. On life. They say Steve Francis had her first too. We gonna get up to that Pimp. We gonna look into what Pimp C said, y'all. And who he was talking about. He said, your favorite rappers out here with men's. Walking around with men's and fucking boys. He was talking about Mace when Mace came to Atlanta to be a preacher. On life. Y'all remember that shit?
Hinting at some intimate moments, if you catch my drift.
And building a working, camaraderie with Honeycombs and aka Diddy. And
why do you give him the honeycombs? Why do you give him honeycombs?
Because he smacks so sweet.
And y'all can trust 50 Cent to join the party too. And he shared a video of him on stage with Diddy and Jay-Z capturing the moment.
Nah, Derrick Rose was the best point guard. Slam dunking point guard.
Thousands of people. But according to Cat Williams, there is more to that than meets the eye. Because Jay-Z and Diddy have been involved in some shady business together. And not just the freak-offs, but also grooming younger women. Allegedly. Y'all know how they say that birds of a feather flock together? Well, according to Cat, this
Trump intends to enact a national sales tax that would raise prices on middle-class families by...
Yeah, man. So, all this shit get kind of crazy, man. Y'all got to remember, Jay-Z was fucking Foxy Brown. They had Aaliyah around there. Y'all remember them girls that used to be singing Total? They was young too. You got to look at all them young little hoes that was around these niggas. These niggas was 25. I can remember being in 8th grade and folks them was, I was 13, 12 years old. Folks them was 17, 18. They pulling up, picking up our 8th grade hoes. And the next day the bitch coming to school with some new K-Swiss and some micro braids. So if that shit was happening and I was just a regular nigga, I know that shit been of a 17, 18-year-old was hitting a 12, 13-year-old, a 25-year-old was hitting a 16-year-old. Jay-Z was fucking beyond Foxy Brown. I believe that shit. I do. Ain't that bitch Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was young. She was fucking Notorious Biggie Smalls. Y'all gotta look at all this shit. Look at all these motherfuckers that come in the game and they be around. They be young and they be around these motherfuckers. Of course, they got drugs that'll put you in the mood and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You take enough ecstasy, drink you a couple of shots, smoke you some weed, shit, you might be feeling it, ready to do something. You around that motherfucker. So I think they was grooming these hoes, busting them down. Yup, Aaliyah. They was having fun with that bitch. On life. Not to call her a bitch because she dead and all that shit. This just how I talk, y'all. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get back to it, man.
Case because both Diddy and Jay-Z are in this messy business together.
I need 6 more likes, y'all.
I find this to be interesting because
I need 6 more people to hit the like button.
Wright came out to reveal that Diddy wasn't working alone because he and Jay-Z were up to the same thing. However, the only reason that Jay-Z had gotten away with the same type of behavior
yeah, Hugh Hefner been doing that shit.
And way smarter.
Sean Carter is worse. He's smarter.
I'm surprised ain't nobody killed this bitch.
He's patient. He's not sloppy.
I need 6 more likes, y'all.
This pussy been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking years.
Well, Kat is backing Diddy up on that because he just came out to claim that Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly groomed women together, and he pointed out that even though Diddy is the one who has been getting dragged for this over the years, Jay-Z is not innocent either. He pointed out how Jay was allegedly involved.
I just told y'all this shit right here.
Met Beyonce, and they met when Foxy was just 14 or 15 years old, while Jay was 27. Now, these rumors have been around for a while now, but Foxy has always claimed
Foxy was a sexy-ass chocolate girl.
They were just friends, but what
Foxy was sexy and chocolate than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I always liked it, chocolate bitches anyway. I ain't like you red bone bitches anyway. Nah, let me goddamn it. I ain't trying to take it there, y'all. But I always preferred chocolate bitches anyway. And Foxy Brown fit the criteria.
There's also the fact that Jay-Z wrote a lot of explicit lyrics about Foxy back in the 90s, which was just weird. And then there was this blind item on Reddit that said, "I don't want no smoke with the Bayhive, but let's examine her husband." He was dealing with a 14 or 15-year-old Foxy Brown, involved romantically with her writing sexually explicit.
I need 6 more likes, y'all. Let's get us there, man. Come on.
Been known to degrade women during
6 more likes, y'all.
Let's not act like he is beyond this type of behavior when it is documented. Kat also pointed out how Jay-Z literally turned a blind eye when his bestie at the time, R. Kelly, groomed Aaliyah and married her when she was a minor. You probably know about the whole R. Kelly saga with Aaliyah. The manipulation, the marriage when she was just 15 using a fake ID that said she was 18. Shockingly, even after all this came out, Jay-Z kept on collaborating with R. Kelly. They even dropped a joint album.
We need 6 more likes, y'all. Come on.
Right smack in the middle of R. Kelly's
6 more likes, y'all. Let's get there. Please.
Records with Jay-Z PRE called out Jay-Z for what he saw as a betrayal of Aaliyah. According to Dame, the moment Jay-Z and R. Kelly released that joint album, he had a realization that something was morally off about Jay-Z. To add fuel to the fire, Dame spilled the tea that Jay-Z even tried to plan a Best of Both Worlds tour with R. Kelly. And all of this went down after Kelly's shady actions got exposed.
What may seem,
Hit the like button, y'all. I need 6 more likes.
so to be honest, like, if you remember the Best of Both Worlds, you don't see my name on that. You know what I mean? And
Your name is not on either album.
I ain't gonna lie, the Best of Both Worlds, that R. Kelly and Jay-Z shit, that was a classic CD, y'all. We need 6 more motherfucking likes, though. I need 6 more likes, man. Y'all just in here chilling and playing and shit. Hit the fucking like button. Y'all be killing me with this weak ass shit. Hit the goddamn button. Just push the goddamn button.
hell no, I never wanted no parts of that. So when Holmes was doing that shit, I was like, bro, you know our homie violated, and he violated my girl. He violated a friend of ours.
Kat also pointed out
Man, that bitch got married
allegedly
to that
grooming
nigga when he was
Beyonce, pointing
15.
out how a lot of people seem to overlook this because of how long Beyonce and Jay-Z have been together. In 2008, Beyonce opened up to 17 magazine, sharing
I
that
need
she
more
first
than
crossed
20
paths
likes,
with Jay-Z
motherfucker. I
when she
need
was
my shit to
18,
say
and their
be
romantic journey
appropriate.
began when she
I
turned
should have as
19.
many
In
likes
her
as
own
many
words,
views
"There
I
was no
got.
rush.
Somebody
No one
block that
expected me
bitch
to run
ass
off
nigga.
and
Nah,
get
I'm just
married."
playing. Don't block him,
Jay-Z
y'all.
also threw in his take on
Don't
their
block
love
him,
story
y'all.
in his song "Everything Is Love."
But
He
hit the
offers some
like
bars
button,
like,
motherfucker.
"Fate had me
Joe
sitting next
smart
to you on
mouth
the plane,
ass.
and I knew straight away." But there's been loads of
I
speculation
need 6
swirling
more
around
likes.
that Jay-Z
Fuck
might have
is you
had his
talking
eye on
about?
Beyonce way before that fateful plane ride. Rumor has it he might have orchestrated the whole accidental seating arrangement because he had his sights set on her. Whispers on the
Fuck you, Ben. Got that dumbass name. Fuck you, nigga. You gonna hear my voice now, bitch, until I get to that motherfucker say 75 likes. All I need is 3 more. I need 6 more likes. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck what you talking about. We need 6 more likes, man, with your Jay-Z looking ass.
streets suggest that Jay-Z might have first encountered Beyonce when she was just 16 and he was 28. And from that moment, the word is he started scheming and plotting on how to make her his. According to Kat, he believes that Jay-Z and
I'm in
Beyonce
Georgia,
actually
pussy.
started dating long before she was a minor. And he pointed out how inconsistent Beyonce's story is when it comes to how old she was when they started dating. In her interview with 17, she said
Hold on. He say with that lame ass hat. Fuck you, cuz. Fuck you, cuz. This what it is, North Carolina, nigga. I guess I'm a neighborhood crip, nigga. Fuck you, cuz. Goof ass, nigga. Get your clown ass out of here. I beat the fuck out you.
she was 19, but in this video, she claimed to be 20.
Taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when this person I dated. You taught me how to be a woman.
Yeah, that certainly says. And if you're wondering what this has to do with Jay-Z, well, Kat just claimed that Diddy and Jay-Z were engaged in some secret shenanigans.
Diddy and Jay-Z. Kat said Diddy and Jay-Z was
Every
fucking.
single one of his accusers also said the same thing. Well, according to Kat, Jay-Z has also allegedly...
Y'all, come on, man. Let me get 6 more likes,
Again,
man.
this isn't something new because the rumors have been around for a while. Last year, Beyonce's former bodyguard came out to accuse Beyonce of allegedly being addicted to drugs, saying that she and Jay-Z have been working extra hours to keep this off the
I don't
public
know
space.
what the fuck it was. I just was throwing shit up. That's probably was sign language.
I still have it. See, hardly nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
Jaguar also said the same thing, claiming
What, she was
that
on
Jay-Z
coke?
is a monster who is so obsessed with keeping Beyonce in his control that he keeps her drugged up.
He's a monster. Not knowing he's a monster, he is.
Hold on. Pause. Come on, man. Hold on. Dude in the background looks suspect as hell, y'all. Let's just keep it real, y'all. That motherfucker look gay than the motherfucker right now, man. We need 6 more likes, y'all. That nigga look gay as hell in the background sitting like that, nigga. For real. I ain't lying. Y'all see this shit. Y'all see it, don't y'all? What's wrong with dude, man? Zesty as hell.
Time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a character.
No, girl.
She then asked the Bayhive to start a freebie.
Amazon AI is a brand new income system where you don't sell physical products.
Shout out to my boy
no
Ghetto
inventory.
DVD, man, doing this motherfucking thing. He got the mixtape dropping. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing on YouTube. Shout out to Trenches Talk TV, Bandana Rose, Jap City TV. Shout out to Beasky the Shooter. Shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers I could be saying, man. My shit buffering. Y'all give me 1 second. And we gonna get right back to it, man. I'm talking about he do, though. Yeah, that nigga did look gay, man. What the fuck just happened? So I get this shit back up. Let me see, man. Ain't that about it? As soon as I got it right.
I get that money, I'ma flex. You now rockin' with the best.
As soon as I got that shit right.
You know my story. Now let's see what I do with my life.
Ready? Yes.
I'm not.
As soon as the video was finna play. You talking about all y'all dirty. Who dirty? Who dirty? You ignorant. Goddamn ignorant fool. Is this the video we was watching? I don't think this the video.
Once again. Now, get this. According to Cad, dear old Diddy, and it's a major reason why he distanced himself from Diddy. Information was dropped that Diddy was taking a step back from Revolt.
We seen that part.
This pussy been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while
we seen
he was dealing with a 14 or 15-year-old Foxy Brown.
Here, we was right here
romantically
somewhere.
With her writing sexually explicit vulgar lyrics, used her as a drug mule on his trips to Maryland. He has always been known to degrade women during these times, so let's not act like he is beyond this type of behavior when it is documented. Kat also pointed out how Jay-Z literally turned a blind eye when his bestie at the time, R. Kelly, groomed Aaliyah and married her when she was a minor. You probably know about the whole R. Kelly saga with Aaliyah. The manipulation, the marriage when she was just 15 using a fake ID that said she was 18. Shockingly, even after all this came out, Jay-Z kept on collaborating with R. Kelly. They even dropped a joint album titled Best of Both Worlds, right smack in the middle of R. Kelly's allegations. Dame Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z, called out Jay-Z for what he saw as a betrayal of Aaliyah. According to Dame, the moment Jay-Z and R. Kelly released that joint album, he had a realization that something was morally off about Jay-Z. To add fuel to the fire, Dame spilled the tea that Jay-Z even tried to plan a Best of Both Worlds tour with R. Kelly. And all of this went down after Kelly's shady actions got exposed.
What may seem, but I've been tight about this shit for years. So to be honest, like, if you remember the Best of Both Worlds, you don't see my name on it. You know what I mean? And
your name is not on either album.
Hell no, I never wanted no parts of that. So when Holmes was doing that shit, I was like, bro, you know our homie violated, and he violated my girl. He violated a friend.
Kat also pointed out the rumors of Diddy allegedly grooming Beyonce. pointing out how a lot of people seem to overlook this because of how long Beyonce and Jay-Z have been together. In 2008, Beyonce opened up to 17 magazine, sharing that she first crossed paths with Jay-Z when she was 18, and their romantic journey began when she turned 19. In her own words, "There was no rush. No one expected me to run off and get married." Jay-Z also threw in his take on their love story in his song Everything Is Love, dropping some bars like, "Fate had me sitting next to you on the plane and I knew straight away." But there's been loads of speculation swirling around that Jay-Z might have had his eye on Beyonce way before that fateful plane ride. Rumor has it he might have orchestrated the whole accidental seating arrangement because he had his sights set on her. Whispers on the street suggest that Jay-Z might have first encountered Beyonce when she was just 16 and he was 28. And from that moment, the word is he started scheming and plotting on how to make her his. According to Kat, he believes that Jay-Z and Beyonce actually started dating long before she was a minor, and he pointed out how inconsistent Beyonce's story is when it comes to how old she was when they started dating. In her interview with 17, she said she was 19, but in this video, she claimed to be 20.
Taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when we first started dating. You taught me how to be a woman.
Yeah, that certainly does. And if you're wondering what this has to do with Jay-Z, well, Kat just claimed that Diddy and Jay-Z were engaged in some secret shenanigans. Y'all know how Cassie said that Diddy used to drug her and keep her high, and how every single one of his accusers also said the same thing? Well, according to Kat, Jay-Z has also allegedly been doing the same thing to Beyonce. Again, this isn't something new, because the rumors have been around for a while. Last year, Beyonce's former bodyguard came out to accuse Beyonce of allegedly being addicted to drugs, saying that she and Jay-Z have been working extra hours to keep this off the public space.
The old school footage, I still have it. See,
they gonna kill your ass next.
Nobody knows. But I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time. And you keep her that way.
Jaguar also said the same thing, claiming that Jay-Z is a monster who is so obsessed with keeping Beyonce in his control that he
that
keeps
bodyguard
her
died last month. She next.
All he's a monster he is. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in character.
No, girl.
She then asked the Bayhive to start a Free Beyonce campaign because she is a prisoner in her marriage and she is trapped.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about Free Britney, y'all need to be doing a campaign.
Look, he's still sitting back there looking zesty as hell. Ain't moved or nothing. Man, get your zesty ass off the camera.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Oh, no.
She better than me. I passed. I made a good choice.
If Beyonce is in prison, she's in one of the most expensive prisons ever.
Yes, she is. And she's watched 24 hours a day. She's not allowed to make a choice for herself, not at all, not in any way. People think she has an amazing life. She is told what to say, she is told what to eat, she is told what to drink, she is told what to wear. She is not her husband's wife, she is his employee. It's a business arrangement. She was a dowry.
Well, Kat is now claiming that these incidents between Diddy and Jay-Z are allegedly linked because Diddy has been
Hold on, y'all. I got you right now, Tony. I just looked at it right now.
allegedly helping Jay-Z drug Beyonce, and that this is another reason that they have such a close bond. Apart from them allegedly involving in freak-offs, this is also something that they've both bonded over, allegedly, of course. As y'all can expect, fans had a lot to say about this situation, and they left comments like, Cat been exposing Hollywood, but people called him crazy. He told us about those parties in Hollywood. A lot of your favorite actors and musicians are involved in some sinister stuff, especially involving children. A lot of people are not ready for the truth. Cat has been telling the truth for over 2 decades now, and everybody just called him crazy and tried to have him blacklisted and destroyed his reputation and character throughout the years so they could make him shut up and go away. But Kat took a licking and kept on coming back. And another person said, always knew I was right about Jay-Z. We always knew about Diddy, but I always felt like Jay-Z had a lot of secrecy with him. And I'm not talking about what drug dealing either. I'm talking about exactly what is being shown.
Mm-hmm.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is dropping its first cast album.
I want to put this album together with real artists.
Well, I thought we had covered enough of Kim Porter's alleged book in the past to not be surprised by anything else that comes out about Diddy. But shockingly enough, I still have my jaw on the floor after reading the just-released Kim Porter's memoir. Kim has done it again from the grave, y'all, and this time we are talking about entries from her private diary, not just some random assumptions of a book. In Kim's alleged memoir, we have details of Diddy sleeping with young boys, threesomes with Kim and other rappers, including Tupac Shakur, plot to unalive Tupac, details of Diddy doing Biggie dirty, threesomes involving Kim, Diddy, and Mary J. Blige, Diddy's hookups with Al B. Sure, Diddy using voodoo on people, Diddy locking women up during his parties, Diddy running a gangbang on his pregnant wife, with celebrities Will Smith, Jada, Jamie Foxx, and more. Allegedly. Child, it's a lot of detail, and crazier than you could ever imagine. As always, I did all the reading for you, so you're welcome. So for starters, the 60-page book was published by Chris Todd, a Los Angeles producer under the alias...
Hey, you funny as hell. Hey, you funny as hell, man. What's his name, man? DeJuan Tobias. You funny than a motherfucker.
Jamal T. Millwood, who alleges that the book contains details Kim Porter saved on a flash drive and gave to friends prior to her sudden death in 2018. The book, titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side, centers around Kim's alleged diary entries about her chaotic relationship with Diddy. Although the book was released to the public on September 6th, it's now trending amidst Diddy's arrest in Manhattan and is actually the #1 bestseller on Amazon as we speak. Throughout the 60-page tell-all memoir, there are tons of twisted and uncomfortable accounts from their on and off relationship. And don't worry, if you don't want to read it or don't have the time to read it, I've got all the clips for you. Okay, the first thing that Kim describes in her entries is discovering and copying tapes that Diddy made of himself having intimate relations with underage male artists he was managing, including an alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star who later became famous. In the book, she claims to have discovered the videotapes on Diddy's bedroom vault and planned to make copies for herself to protect against any potential backlash
To
when she left him.
blackmail.
But as much as she was not shocked to see that the gay parties were a thing, she never could have imagined the things that she saw happening to the young artists, like 2 hip-hop stars formerly managed by Diddy and the then 18-year-old pop star. So the names of these young artists are not revealed in the memoir, but Chris Todd specifically said that he was offered access to these tapes, including one involving a teenage pop star. He said, "I was given the memoir, 60 pages. I was also given a photo and told if I wanted to access the Diddy tapes, I could have that also." He also said that producers, even though the names of the young artists are not mentioned, I think we all have a pretty good idea of some of the people Kim was talking about, right? One of them is obviously Usher, allegedly.
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. A certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
And the other one, the speculation is Justin Bieber.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
I mean, there are also allegations that another person Diddy had something with was Tupac Shakur, and Tupac is actually mentioned in the memoir. Even before that, about Tupac, we've had several people say in the past that Diddy was actually obsessed with taking Tupac's image, and he did everything he could to be just like him. Like, Diddy started dressing like Tupac, and he even started sleeping with the women Pac was sleeping with. For reference, Tupac had Sarah Chapman before Diddy dated her, and allegedly he was also with Sally Richardson Whitfield before Diddy dated her. In addition, there have also been reports that Diddy wanted Kidada Jones after she dated Tupac, and Kim Porter had an obsession with Tupac, and Diddy ended up with her.
But nobody know why Pac.
I need 21 more likes.
Fell out like they did. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody know why. But Puff had an obsession with him for whatever reason it was, because he started wanting to act. He started wanting to rap. King had an obsession so bad that at his Grammy Award winning speech, he used the same speech that Pac used.
Well, as it turns out, the obsession with Tupac was also because Diddy was very much romantically interested in him, and they even allegedly did some things.
Yeah, that's Yeah.
And what was Tupac doing at the party, yo?
Him and Puff was there together. It was there, you know what I'm saying? Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird on it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know how they bought her nothing like that. They was road dogs, you know what I'm saying? They even got pictures of him. He got on that blue sweater with the turtleneck. Him and him hugged up like this with the black hat. Have you ever seen that picture? Yeah. That picture there, they was at that party that day. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of weird fucking, weird, dude.
The memoir mentions some of these things and alleges that at one point, Diddy wanted a threesome with Tupac and Kim and wanted to see who would be the first to make her climax. It is also alleged in the book that Kim walked in on a convo and overheard Diddy orchestrating the unaliving of Tupac. Interesting. Other than that, there are also details of how Diddy screwed Biggie over in every single way possible, from physically to financially to mentally and even to his relationship with Faith Evans. Well, now here's where it gets even more interesting. Other than the details and tapes of Diddy hooking up with young guys, the memoir also includes details of an open relationship Kim had with Diddy, detailing encounters with other celebrities, including a notable married woman. It says, "I got to do things with Sean I would never have been able to do with a straight man. I woke up and left the bedroom where I was, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with a chart-topping rapper and the woman's husband." The only thing Kim says about this encounter is that she was glad she was never asked to join because she didn't like that rapper. Also, you see those freak-off parties? Kim also talks about Diddy's party, saying, "Diddy hosted parties that were just a fancy name of orgies, and everyone wanted in. We not only had threesomes, but we also swapped partners." Please hear that again. Everyone wanted in. And they not only had threesomes, but they also swapped partners. In addition, the book also describes multiple instances of rage, including the first time Diddy hit Kim after she refused to use a strap-on him. The book has Kim recounting this night, saying, "I just can't stop thinking about that night. It was amazing. Can you screw me one more time, please?" I became infuriated. Apparently, Kim told Diddy to instead have intimate relations with a male music executive she believed he was having an affair with, and that is when a hot slap landed on her cheek. The book continues and says, "Then Sean hit me. This was the first time, but he's
hard before. Before I could form words, he began to beg. I'm sorry, holding my cheek where he hit me. I turned and ran off. That should have been it, but I guess I am a glutton for punishment. The book also recounts an alleged incident at Kim's apartment where Diddy forcefully slammed her to the ground and threatened her with a firearm. Kim wrote about this incident saying, "He fiercely slammed me to the ground. Then he pulled out a .22 and set it on the end table. He knelt on one knee and got right in my face to say, 'You're mine. You don't have a choice in that now. I can't live without you.'" He's a terrifying monster. Well, guess what? Jennifer Lopez also gets an honorable mention because the book also includes details of the 1999 nightclub incident for which Diddy made rapper Shine take the blame and made J-Lo lie about. Or she probably lied on purpose.
They go raid Puffy's house. And they get all these videos and J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that. And they know the fact that J-Lo lied and said that the gun was Shine or whatever, and took that man to prison and destroyed his life, and she knew it was Puffy. I'm quite sure they probably called the FBI, gave a courtesy call up in after that. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, "We want to show you some things. It's about your wife." When he see who that her and Puffy was doing and who they were doing it with, I'm quite sure they gave him back those tapes.
It is also alleged in the book that Diddy's relationship with J-Lo was a fomance, purely for publicity, because Diddy was with Kim the entire relationship. Again, this is something that we have heard a lot in the past. Also, remember when Mary J. Blige was talking about being scared she could be unalive after Aaliyah died? Mary J. actually said that she believed there was a lot of foul play in Aaliyah's death, and said that she knew she was next. In her words, quote, "It was just that when I saw her die, that's when I discovered the fact that I'm next. I don't know how or when, but I'm next. I don't know what kind of freak accident they're going to put me in or what kind of overdose they're going to sort out, but at the end of the day, I knew I was next. I just thought, I'm scared." Well, the book makes me believe that the person she was scared of was Diddy. Now, there were already rumors that Mary J. Blige got rid of Diddy's pregnancy, but the book now reveals that she may have also had threesomes with Kim and Diddy. Like Mary J. Blige was Kim's first threesome with Diddy. Well, I never expected that, but what I know is that people still call out Mary J. Blige for witnessing Diddy's horrible acts and allegedly helping with the cover-ups.
You are ignorant, disloyal, ungrateful.
Mary had a threesome with them.
Hey everyone, interrupting your research with huge news.
Is it the new iPhone 16 Pro?
Mary was getting loose too.
Because that fancy dog collar that Puff got around your neck and has had around your neck for the past 30 years, it should have been done got tight. It don't feel like a noose, Mary. It don't feel like a noose. Being yanked around by a bunch at a time, but you want to pop fly.
Man, I'm so surprised that this bitch ain't been killed.
It's not just the dudes, it's the women, yo. You let them ass you up into talking at each other and hating each other and going against each other because you're looking for favor in a man rather than looking to God.
She sound like somebody I know.
On the other hand, there have been allegations here and there claiming that when Mary J. Blige and Diddy were together, she was definitely Cassied. She was definitely roughed up. And that may have been true because Mary J. actually said on her Amazon documentary that there are things she's been through that she'll never ever tell. So maybe she's been quiet because she went through the same things as Kim and Cass. Maybe this might be a good time to open up, Mary. Okay, guys, some of the other things that are in the book are details of how Diddy started using voodoo and cursing people. And Kim
damn, hold on. We're going to take a break on that right fast, man. I ain't even been... This is too much to take in. It's too much to take in, all this shit that's going on. We gonna get right back to it, y'all.
The nice kid on the beat.
Late night, we on a mission to get us some money in the trap bag and pets. Once you tell ain't no coming back from that. We don't deal with rats. Trap ain't jumping at 12 and lurking. Ain't on us getting this money. They gotta feed them kids, shit. Nigga gotta feed their stomachs. And my brother, they brought in the word from Texas. This new pack gon' get me a necklace. Just chirp me when you get the bezel. It's already sold out texture. Don't worry about security, niggas got buns inside this section. The internet police, they said I got bodies on Reddit. Ain't caught me nothing in a minute. Took me a vacation from spinning. Shit got hot in them trenches. We lost 3 outstanding members. Went to the A and caught me a charge. Guilty as fuck, but pleaded innocent. Lil' bro just caught him another one. Trying to get back for our dog Irvin. On 285 point red, FaceTime bro, he rolling the dead. Niggas be trying to get out that car, don't get in that steamer if you scared. Free to real, fuck the feds. Don't get it twisted, a life sentence the same as being dead. Nigga, late night, we on a mission to get us some money in the trap bag and packs. Once you tell ain't no coming back from that, we don't deal with rats. Trap been jumping at 12 and lurking, ain't on us getting this money. Nigga gotta feed them kids, shit, nigga gotta feed their stomachs. My brother, they brought in the work from Texas. This new pack gon' give me a necklace. Just chirp me when you get the bezel. It's already sold, I text you. Don't worry about security, niggas got bunnies inside this section. The internet police, they said I got bodies on Reddit.
They know about bodies on Reddit. Why? Cause the lurking but if we tellin'. But my bodies ain't on record. I go in the club about sex. Me and two, we going about a bar out. Please don't tweak up in this bitch, cause we'll knock your lights out. I be flexing on my brother. I ain't gotta put it on job. These 7-6 shoes go right through a car. You niggas on the net, I can make you a star. I can make you famous overnight. You can make the news if you reach for this 5. They found you on channel 2. Academics tell it too. Yeah, he getting body view. Everything he telling, that shit go right up on the news. I don't give a fuck though. Yeah, we out here cutting though. Twins say we slide, we bouncing out on hoes.
You say is anybody? Yes, me, myself. Me, myself, I am. Shit. I can't speak about nobody else, though. Shit.
Didn't even know how to react to that. Allegedly, Diddy was making Kim have intercourse at 9 months pregnant with groups of people for energy harvesting and to keep his fame and fortune going. It actually says that he ran a gangbang on his pregnant wife with celebrities Will Smith, Jada, Jamie Foxx, and more. This, for me, was probably the worst thing. Forcing his pregnant wife to sleep with multiple people for energy harvesting? I mean, that's just sick and disgusting. Well, best believe that people are already reacting to the book, and one of them is Albie Shore, who shares a son, Quincy Brown, with Kim. Albie took to his Instagram to ask if the math is mathing and shared a screenshot of Extra's headline, Diddy's late ex Kim Porter revealed his twisted secrets and alleged diary entries. And in the caption, Albie wrote, 2009 through 2018, y'all said Albie Shore has lost his mind and told him to go sit down when he stated this verbatim over time. And again on the day of Kim P's M. Ignored by law enforcement when he shared what LKP told him out of desperation and warned him to watch his back as well. Bad things. Y'all said, please, somebody get Al some medical help. He's lost his mind. Speaking of Albie Shore, we know that he's been saying for years that he knows things.
We need 6 more likes.
Spoken about Kim's death being suspicious, there is an excerpt from the book that alleges that Kim witnessed Albie Shore engaged in an act that caused her to be taken so far aback that she had to exit the room. I don't know if he actually read the book, but the excerpt says, I remember him saying, it's still weird seeing you with my friend, but you're happy, so I'm happy for you guys. Sean responded, thanks, man. Me and you, we've shared so much. Al replied coolly, word. The conversation took an odd and awkward turn when Sean said, we all been together but not together. I was shocked for a moment. As quietness lingered in the room, I asked, what do you mean by all together? Al shifted uncomfortably, but Sean didn't hesitate. You know how we sometimes invite other people into our bed? I couldn't believe it. Oh, hell no, Sean. This is my son's father. Al, say something. What Al said was mind-boggling. I don't know. It could be kind of hot. I miss you in that way. Although I couldn't believe Sean would do this, the truth was I still cared about Al, and this could be very hot. I just didn't want it messing up my relationship, and if things became awkward, how would it affect Quincy? So I asked, are you both sure? I imagined both of them inside of me. I knew this would be awkward, except there would be some bumping of genitals, but what happened next, I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams. So is Albie Shore going to talk about these encounters? What if Diddy recorded the exchange between him and Albie Shore, then use that as a means to blackmail him and keep him far away from Quincy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What I do know is that the details in this alleged memoir are super wild. And if these things are actually in the flash drive that Chris Todd was talking about, then I don't think we know the full extent Diddy has gone to. There could be so much more and so much worse. When Chris was asked how he was able to get the flash drive containing the entries, this is what he said. I was lucky enough to meet someone that purported to have Kim Porter's flash drive. I know the celebrity source pretty well. I know how close they were to Kim and Diddy, and other people in the hip-hop community. This was supposedly for Kim Porter from the grave to come forward and tell her story. This is a dangerous situation, and I didn't want to claim ownership of Kim's words. But now I'm willing to come forward because of the recent arrest of Sean Combs. Now that the federal government has finally acted, I feel safer to come forward. Chris Todd actually said that he has a photo of Kim Porter, which he said was taken in her bathroom at her Toluca Lake mansion around 2009. Anyway, as I conclude, the final entry of the memoir has Kim Porter falling fatefully ill, dramatically texting her friend, "He got me," and then calling 911. And means that she was possibly unalived to keep all those things in her alleged entries a secret. The only thing Diddy didn't anticipate is that she had already circulated copies to her friends. Well, like I said, the things in there are wild. And given everything we now know about Diddy, the scariest part is that they are actually believable. Of course, we also have people saying that the memoir is fake, but you let me know if you believe the things in there in the comments section below. And while at it, let me know the thing that shocked you the most.
That shit crazy than a motherfucker, yo. Too much bullshit.
I'm currently looking to buy a home, and ever since I lost
Too
my
much
job,
bullshit.
I really needed to make every dollar work harder. I also didn't want...
Man. This is an update right here.
Breaking news at this hour, a 15-year-old boy is charged with shooting and killing an on-duty U.S. Postal Service worker. He's accused of murdering 48-year-old Octavia Redmond on 121st and Harvard back in July. Chicago police officers and the U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force took him into custody yesterday in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The team was extradited to Chicago and is set to appear in juvenile court sometime this morning. Detectives received an anonymous tip that helped identify the suspect.
Back here, police have also arrested and charged a 15-year-old with the murder of a postal worker who was killed while on the job. 48-year-old Octavia Redmond was gunned down while working her route in July.
48 years old,
multiple times,
killed by a 15-year-old.
Hospital. After months of investigation, the Chicago Police Department and the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force arrested a suspect in Redmond's death in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He's being charged with first-degree murder. Still no word on what motivated that attack. We're going to bring you the latest on this story as we also get more information.
Arrest in the murder of a Chicago postal worker. A 15-year-old boy is now charged with killing letter carrier Octavia Redmond. She was shot to death in July on her route in West Pullman. Police say the boy was arrested yesterday in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He's charged with first-degree murder and is due in court later today.
On life, they told on his ass. 250K.
Breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.
It's not too many people. It's not too many people. Listen to me, y'all. It's not too many people that know about you killing a motherfucker, and they offer a $250,000 reward. Nigga gonna get your ass locked up, man. I'm telling you, man. They gonna tell on you, man. $250,000, but they don't know that you trying to claim this reward. How did you know that this person killed this person. Oh, they told me. So you been doing this and you didn't tell us until we put a reward out. Underlay for the overplay. They gonna apprehend your ass too. A lot of motherfuckers don't know that shit, man. Why y'all be just thinking these people is just giving away money too, man? Nah, they want to know how you know this shit. For real, for real. The judge walked out in the Young Thug case.
Never change. They just get better.
She said that the
1634 at 3:16:34, and
the judge said that the state is not prepared with this case, and they had well long enough time. Thug might be coming home. Thug might be coming home for a mistrial, y'all.
honestly, I have on my own transcript like a hard line, take out.
Oh,
If
for
this
sure.
is not something that everyone on the other side wants excluded, I'll have
Chloe,
it.
what's
But
up? What's
the part that
the
I stopped
word?
at, it says, answer this question. Did Birdman know anything about that murder?
All right, let's just listen to the tape. The tape is what it is.
I'm great. I can't complain.
I think we all agree what's in and what's out. We just don't seem to agree on what the facts are.
I'm starting where I'm done.
You
with
from
that.
Spain? Shout out to Spain. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Africa. Man, it's been a lot of motherfuckers tuning in, man, from different parts of the world. I appreciate all y'all.
So 3:16:20, I'm gonna play.
Good. You gotta think about it. When you get money, Birdman ain't going to jail. Nobody.
Alright. Well, we gonna fast forward on that.
Do you think that Thug ordered that? On murder against nothing? I told they just trying to get him that. So there's like no sanction.
The court's ruling, as I understand it,
Man, we got 10 more minutes left in the stream, y'all. Y'all got any questions, anything, y'all need to go ahead, come with them, man.
which is at 122, the bottom of 122, going to page 123.
I gotta do some investigating on this internet, man. I gotta come up with some new details.
Murder against Nut, he says.
I gotta do some investigating.
Okay, and then when Zachary says, "Nah,"
Skippy, what's that word?
Get a name. That's out.
Law is in, and the rest of it is out.
Correct.
Yes. And then it.
So there's no sanctions and all that's in.
Right.
So am I clear that there's a 1 second that's out? Because Judge, I'd ask to be allowed to play that because I am not. A second, it's going to take less than a second to say that. To stop it.
It doesn't matter. That part's out.
I know, but what I'm saying, Your Honor, is I do not believe that.
Can you turn the volume down for that part? Because that would be fine. If you just gnaw and turn the volume down.
I can, yep. Because we had 3:16:34 to 3:16:41 out. And that was what they agreed to.
But I know that line 7, murder against Nut, Zachary's answer, nah, is supposed to be in, and the rest of it is out. And then it's Gator's question again.
So
the nah.
Bitch, mute the motherfucking video for the second. That shit's so damn easy.
Is out, and then it picks up after 5-6 words. Yes. Evidence review doesn't work like that. But I'll, you know, the court would just give me a moment to just practice that. That works.
You say that bitch so sneaky? Yeah, she is. That bitch do anything to win. I'm talking about she got a pumpkin. That ass shaking. You funny as hell. And this live too, y'all. This going on today. This the Young Thug joint. We need 12 more likes before I end this live stream, y'all. Come on, man. Get us there. Let's get 6 more, man. Man, that nigga irritating.
Or if it, in the interest of time, if she just instructs, or the court instructs rather, Detective Gaither to refresh her memory on it, don't say the second part, and just ask a question. Did you ask Mr. Zachary if Mr. Williams ordered the killing? And her answer would be no.
Your Honor, I don't think that the court would ever allow the state to interrupt cross-examination and instruct the defense on how to ask a question or examine a witness. So, Your Honor, he can get that out on cross. I'm not trying to hide anything. I would gladly play it all. So I'm going to do as the court instructs. I'm going to play it. I can pause, mute. Either option is fine with me. But again, I do not want to be accused of running afoul unintentionally or intentionally of anything the court ordered. So I'm going to do as the court directed.
Ready to get the witness back in?
Yes.
I'm going to caution you, though, that if more than, like, if the whole thing ends up getting, so make sure you do that.
I'm going to make every effort. I want it on the record. I'm making every effort to comply with the court's instructions.
All right, well, you've been able to do it twice in practice without getting any critical part heard, so I expect you to be able to do it with the jury too.
Counsel.
Alright, y'all.
Thank you. Go ahead, Miss Love.
My joint had died.
I'm starting at 3.
It's all good.
27.
We ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. Oh, man.
Do you think that Doug or that on her against that? I told him that.
I'm stopping. I stopped at 3:16:41, and I'm going to pick.
We need 6 more likes, y'all.
And I'm starting back up at 3:16:43.
Yeah, we finna get ready to wrap it up. Y'all, we'll be back later on with a live. I'm gonna do a live later on for y'all, man. I'm gonna have more details on Young Dolph case. We're gonna talk about Diddy a little more. Man, I got a lot of shit going, man. Y'all just be patient, man. We'll be back. Keep your eyes open and trust none, man. We up out of here.